Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to continue on the video. I'm a lot more awake and conscious now, even though I'm still skipping on what words to say apparently. Nah, it's just yesterday when I tried recording this, dude, I got back from I stayed 3 hours over on my shift at work, and I still just tried to record this because I was like, it's still a new game, I want to play it, all my friends are playing it, they're talking about it, I don't want spoilers. So I decided to jump in and play. I really love the anatomy pictures here. The Mantipillar examined. Now the thing that scares me the most is the reason why we're examining all this is because I have to fight that at some point. I'm just assuming that. Oh god, I forgot that I have a new companion. She kind of scared me there for a sec. Alright. Let's run out this way. Cat's enjoying our new litter box. Okay. Oh, I see him down there now. Are you guys like attack on first sight enemies, or? I don't know, but
here we go.
Oh, yep. Don't think you're gonna get me that quick.
That's the last of them.
Well, that was easy. Alright, so far we're off to a good start. I really love, really love the assault rifle. Just slide down here. Oh, I was gonna try to apex slide. Don't know why I tried to do that. I know there's fall damage in this game, but yeah, I'm always gonna just jump off every cliff I see. Okay, we're gonna run down here and hurt myself even more. I swear to God, that has to be one of the flaw tutorial. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. Choice is yours. So I probably acrophobia. After repeatedly falling from great heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. Effects. Phobic dexterity perception. I'm a reject. I don't need negative stats for when I'm standing high above something. Oh, okay, that's a ship going away. Should not jump in that. Don't think that'll be as fun. Alright. I really love this game though, dude. I've really been enjoying it from what I've played from day one and then yesterday and today. Okay. Are you shushing me? Who's shushing? Paravati, yeah. That's how we say your name. We're going for the journal. Yeah, okay, we're good. We be good. Abandoned outpost discovered. Alright. We're gonna go this way. If we're gonna sneak up, we're gonna do some good sneaking. Alright. Do just bam right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk here to the tall grass. Actually, no, we're not. We're just gonna walk right up here. We're gonna just sneak up behind him.
I'm ready for this.
Oh god, what are you?
Nice one.
Thank you. Oh, that works too. I can't control this gun very well, but here we go. Anybody else? Oh, you're shooting over that way?
Everyone all right?
Yep, let me just take what this guy had. Okay, now that we can go back to the weapon I was using. Okay, so now that we have all this to explore, Take all that so I can sell it later. Take all that so I can sell it later. Scavenge because I'm a scavenger. So all this stuff here for just a single book. Take the weapon part. Impact hammer, that sounds fun. Evicted. Do I have a... Yeah, I do have a thing for you. Companion ledger. Okay, cool. You have these two things. This 142, 142. Okay, never mind. You look like you could take care of yourself. There's a door there and a door here. Right. I was really hoping that'd be money. Oh, wait, terminal. Messages from Jay Bartel. I find so. Oh, I must disagree with your theories about Earth's stick to its place on the colonial system. They've opened for us. I believe Clan and the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces of war amongst themselves if the Earth... So the Earth is an actual planet in this game still. The history of the discovery of Skip Drive was not what gave the Earth Directorate power over the corporations. The high cost of the Great War left them in a weakened state. Need to... Okay. Well, that's some background information on the game. Hope you guys paused and read that, because I just skimmed it. Give me that. Give me that. Open up here. Alright. Give me that. I can sleep. Heavy ammo. Oh, don't tell... Okay, I was like, don't tell me these are each individual lockers. Examine collector's letter. I've got a letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate the Edgewater cannery effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can bear to part with it. Don't want these books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them away in a cave over by the river. You bastard. Prep pills. Right. I just head up here real quick. So now I gotta go into a cave. I know what game that is. God, I can't remember what it's called though. But I remember it's the one with all the marbles and you put them in the star, and I don't remember the name or how to play it. Oh, there was a secret way in here. That probably could have avoided all the fighting. Alright, let's go in here, see what's to loot up in here. Dehydrated stuff. I'm pretty sure that's that dehydrated water. Which goes back to the first episode of me and David trying to figure out how the hell you get dehydrated water. Alright. And now we run. And loot up every single one of these guys on the way there. Because one man's trash is another man's my stuff. Alright. Like the overgrowth there. Weapon parts. Why do I have a feeling... Oh yeah, I was here in the first episode. Mac apple. Take that. Yeah, because there was a group of people right here. Yep, I remember this. Yep, Marauders already looted. Evicted household. Some of the wildlife in this game, man, they put me on edge. Alright. I feel so weird having a cleanly shaven face because I haven't had one in a while. Okay, yep. Can definitely hear some things that sound angry. Bam. Huh. I need to really stop breaking my leg. River base.
Heading back.
No, you hold. While I figure out what the hell's going on here. Ow. I was hoping I could disarm that. A safe. That's always fun.
All right, I'm on the move.
What does this do?
Okay, moving out.
Oh, okay, I get what I'm doing now. I get the character controls. Armor piece, blah blah blah. Give me some of this so that way I can help myself hack into the safe.
Easy.
Journal. Oh, companion perks. Your companion has leveled up and can gain, or has been granted a new perk. Go to the companion page. Okay. And bam, 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 bam. Skill points available. I have some. All right. We'll inspire 20 for that. 20. $17. 18, because why not? Apply. Anti-Cleo knows companion abilities. Okay, cool. Parvati. Or Parvati. Paraviti. How old is your 130? 134. I'll give you the shock cannon instead, because I think that'd be better for you. Armor. Perks. Okay, healthy. Increase companion's maximal health. Increase the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies. Decrease the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies, making them less likely to attack her. Increase your engineering skill when provided. Yeah, I'd like to benefit myself. Hello. Like, psh. Oh, dude, I could change up her stuff. Mode: aggressive, defense, passive. Passive only attacks targets the companion has been explicitly told to. I like you. I like you at defensive. I'd also like you to stay close. Those are my preferences. I'll follow them. I don't see anything in the water yet. Multiple targets out there though. Ooh, Primal Hunter. Oh, fuck it.
Woohoo! Nice work.
Thanks. Now we run out. Primal Hide. Turn around. We look, we don't see anything else. Up here.
Nice one. Here goes nothing.
Ooh! That was nice. Oh god. Let's just take this out for a sec. Do it!
We did it!
Well, that was great. Also love all the stuff that we're getting for this. Whew. That was fun. Alright. Repair body. Can I heal you?
Yeah, huh?
You mentioned something earlier I wanted to ask
You mean
you
about
about.
the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk.
I get what you're
The
trying to
machine
say.
Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Kind of like the community center. You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in the need of fixing. It's an ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for.
It just comes off cold to me is all.
Okay. Hi.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic.
Maybe
Well
I
worth
should have
all the
read,
sacrifices
read the journal.
Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha!
So much
I
for
was
the
so high
preacher.
and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan while fighting it at every turn.
You don't want that book to keep others from reading it or you didn't want that book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater
You
good.
lying sack of shit.
I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent.
I think that's a thing called karma. But at least you still have your mission work here to give your life a meaningful purpose. What did you look secrets you were looking for? This has to be some kind of cosmic retribution. Speaking of plague ridden backwaters, I should be gone.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure
Oh,
transport.
are you gonna go with me?
You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use
All
to your
right.
crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
That's just a randomly good trait to know. That's all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd man during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery.
So maybe I did a good thing by, taking him with.
I shall see you on the ship.
I mean, he was obviously
whenever you're
miserable
ready to leave
here.
Emerald Vale.
I mean, a miserable vicar probably couldn't teach these people well. Alright, what are we doing now? I have a feeling I'm gonna get shot at. Oh,
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
let me just put my gun away. Hey, Grace. You look awesome.
I don't know
I don't know you either.
Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Aw, Reed said something about farmers working. About farmer works.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights
Aw,
on you.
thank you.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my
Are you
mind.
okay? I just got shot into space. You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to repair my ship.
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing
Unworthy
some
of you?
nights ago.
What?
Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I mean, I could keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly
I like your
her
hat. I
talent.
want your hat.
Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could
I guess
be
I will
anywhere.
have to search her home. Unless marauders carry her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places. Don't worry about it. I'll find her.
Appreciate it.
Well, it's
Honest.
gonna make what I gotta do a lot easier. To ask you all to move back. Because I doubt I could get everybody to move out here with you. Alright, we're searching for clues. Searching for clues. Searching for clues. Clue! Oh shit, I just stole that. Now I'm stealing drugs. I'm not gonna steal everything I see from you guys.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, huh?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
If you're hungry, step inside.
Oh, okay, I guess I can't talk to any of the visitors. Alright, you're who I need to talk to.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside.
Oh, thank you.
If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice.
I wonder if that person I gave
Whatever
the
your troubles
medicine
with
to
Edgewater,
was part of
leave
the
them at gate
deserters.
and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do
Alright,
just
Adelaide.
fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Reed sent me to make peace.
Reed
Peace,
Thompson,
Reese.
You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it. Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make
You
is a
should
mess.
take over.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is killing.
Ah.
I and my
That
own
was
are living
good.
just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
Shit.
If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. We'd be liberating an entire town from a lifelong service to that odious cannery. That's the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable
I have.
excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers
It's
laboring
true.
their lives away at the cannery, living off
And they're
whatever
not
scraps
helping
fate
their sick.
throws 'em. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork.
Oh
His
shit.
heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, man, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she
Ugh.
defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side. What do you have against people trying to make a living? Let's say I help you, what happens to Edgewater?
I'm alright. I ain't so fragile.
I mean, that was kind of a
That
dick
was
move.
unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Let's say I help you, what happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust
Fuck.
you will listen to your conscience.
I need to talk to you. I don't know what to do. Oh, that would be stealing. And I like these people. I mean, like, in all seriousness, they are thriving. I do take that power and I'm killing all these people. I'm also about to steal a bunch of stuff from all these people. That's the gold teeth. From earlier. The body that went missing, they stole it. Personal files. First entry. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, the old botanical labs are still operational. Mostly the soil's sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of Saltuna lingering on my tongue. Day in, day out. I want something fresh. Something that grows out of the earth. We found another worker from Edgewater, ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine Exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state, fever. Shallow breathing, delirious, must have been plagued. I sent him right with a diet of greens. He was better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of our flock now. Okay, I am hereby repurposing this, blah blah. I am determined to find a way. So it really seems like this place, flora and living things are sensitive to the environment as any breathing thing in body grasps. Also my own experimentation that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, natural food and person with organic materials. So this place is beneficial and they're curing the people of the plague that Edgewater is literally just killing off. It's hard because there's choices, man.
I'm quiet.
Hey, I need you to stand. Thank you. I'm gonna talk to you.
Where are we headed?
Damn it. And nothing more for me to see. I ain't gonna steal more stuff. Alright.
Oh gosh.
It is, I know. Journal. Search Zoe's home. I guess we gotta go out this way. Cool. Oh, hi guy. Just randomly sitting there. We'll go inside this house. Ain't nobody mind me. Examine Zoe's journal, page 18. Good news, I'm alive. Starting to feel a little better too. There's a group of deserters leaving out for the old botanical labs. Found a way to grow some food, or maybe that passes for food anyways. Alkali boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms. Okay. Page no, so that's it. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery, no more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. It sounds like Edgewater is really a bad place. So bringing down Edgewater might be in my best interest. I'm gonna steal that poster. I don't care what anybody says. That is not mine. I'm also thinking about sleeping in her bed. Alright, well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Shit. Okay, we know where she went. Alright, let's go. Let's get going. So we'll go and save her and then go to the labs, divert power from one place to another, and hopefully wait for it.
Here I go!
Say, wait for it.
That's one. You got him!
And we go with this. Oh. Bap. Bap. Bap.
It's working!
Woo. That did give me a little bit. I thought I was gonna die there. I thought I was gonna die just a little bit. Okay, one more. There we go. Alright, let's keep running. Alright, more Marauders. Okay.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this
Well, now you do, because we all did. Bap.
Here we go! Nice one!
Really liking that attack.
Everyone all right?
That worked out well for us. Alright. Another whoop. Alright. Let's fight. Just hold on. Okay, nothing. Thinking caplet. I'll grab some of this. Just gonna take all of that. Canned meat. Gonna grab some of this ammo. Zoe's way over there, but we're gonna search buildings as well. Scrap mechanical. Gonna grab some more armor parts. Because you might as well grab what we can, you know?
Oh, clever.
If we're here, we're gonna grab what we can and we're gonna take what we can. Hi, you.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some
Thank
sort
you.
of heroic accountant running down a list.
Whoa,
Teach
what?
me
You're
your ways.
Zoe?
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the
Oh,
greatest
so you wanted to be
outlaw
an
the coast
outlaw.
has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here? Are you even alive? Why did you leave camp? Why did you...
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague
And you're the one
and
Adelaide
stealing
took
some
it.
medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I
Okay.
always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are
Okay.
mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They loved me. I'm practically their queen.
And you
Yeah,
had
they might
them...
have some
how'd
charisma.
you pull it off? How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
So,
I've got all the time in
I've been
Halcyon.
sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere.
But I just murdered all
This
your
is where I
followers.
belong. And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish
What?
really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me.
Yep.
I've got that to look forward to.
Take care, person. Alright. Let's go in here. Another rundown. Just take all the parts we can. Credits. Awesome. Okay. So, we're not gonna go... Okay, well first let's upgrade these all to 20. Dialogue could go up to that. That could go up. Let's apply it. Time dilation location hits. You've unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Cool. Melee power attacks. Cool. Let's go to perks. What's this? Vendor prices, XP from companion skills, tactical time, duration, carrying capacity, critical chance, weapon armor, durability loss, sprint speed, walk speed, damage when alone in party, tactical time, dilation meter max. We'll just cut that. Cool. So I can just leap midair now. Double jump. Journal. Can I fast travel? That's never really been a thing I've tested in this game, is if you can fast travel. I've always just walked back and forth from location to location. Oh gosh. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Raising your dodge skill, okay. You at? Come here, Grace. Hi, cowgirl. Damn.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe.
She joined a bunch of marauders.
What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me.
Hey,
Least I
kitty.
could do is
Oh,
pay
you
you for
happy?
your trouble.
You happy to get petted?
Let me know if I can do something for you.
Alright. Let's leave this conversation. Let's go over here. And now comes the power. So now, wait, what's over this? Abandoned industrial zone. Abandoned, okay, so those are all outposts. And this is the whole map. I guess the only place I haven't explored is way out here. Alright, let's go back over here. Terror on Monarch with Ruth Bellamy as Heiklon Helen. Spencer Woolrich as Chief of the Savages, featuring real monsters from the doomed world. Oh, cool. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty cat. My cat's sitting right here. You can kind of see her. If I could get her to her head over here. Come on. Yes. Oh, you're so adorables. You watching me game. Which is really cool because she does sit here. She just sits on the arm of my chair and she watches me play games. She does that. And I think it's cool. It's great. You're my little gaming companion. My good luck cat. My good luck cat. My kitty kit. Alright, so we're here to kill a bunch of robots and convert power. And after doing one of those two things, I'll finally be able to go into space. Which only took me 3 playing sessions to do and about 2-3 hours. 3 hours in total playtime. 1 to 2 hours debating video time. Depending on how much I actually decide to cut out of this. Alright. Before we go any further, let's look at our inventory here. 44, 44, 142, 94, 180. What's this? Ultra pistol. This does 3. My helmet does 16. There's armor. Low pressure suit. That is 9. 9, 9, 9, 4, 9, 9, 9. We're gonna go with that one. I like that one. Level 2, level 2. Alright, we good. Alright, let's go to the vendor. Let's hit the sell option. Gotta sell some weapons here. Ammo. Pistol. Sell that. I'm gonna keep a plasma rifle just because you never know. Do these. And I'm gonna just sell all my junk because I don't know what you could do with junk yet. Actually, what can I buy from these? I never really look. Okay, cool. 4, 10, 17. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll buy that. Holy hell. I'm just gonna... That's nice. I like that. This is a nice look for me. Alright.
Okay, keep them quiet.
So much for keeping quiet. I don't want to leave yet. We're gonna fully explore this place until I figure out everything I need to do here.
Here we go. Not even
Good. More heavy ammo. Poor receptionist. Access file 1. I had to borrow your copy of Young Spaces Guide Mechanic Generator. It has been spewing chaos everywhere. Okay, so pretty much the robots went on their own instead of murdering all the workers. That's what we can assume. Bypass, shunt, whatever it's called. Alright. Gonna check upstairs.
Nicely done.
So at one point in time, this all was connected as one big happy area. Space's Choice? From Space's Choice. This letter serves as a informal notification of our company's displeasure toward your management of Emerald Valley for reasons related to exceeding your staff budget. The members of the... I hope this letter finds you wealthy after due consideration of your last letter. I've identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who were unable to provide sufficient justification of their ongoing employment. Oh God. Goes against the prohibiting of Greater Emerald Valley Region. Okay. So pretty much the company said, hey, you guys are lagging behind. Kill people. And he killed them. And he did it. Ooh. You, can you hack? We'll talk later.
Something you need?
Not that way yet. Mind your head, okay? I don't like sprats. These little guys, they creep me out. 29 of 40. Is that toothpaste? Yes, I will take some toothpaste. Terminal, unlock door, enter password, personal files. Chester Hedgens again, the whole head found fiddling around with one. You guys could also pause this and read it as well, because I just skim through them. As I do most of the time with these, I just look for the key things. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replaced and it goes with mechanicals at this rate. So it looks like the company was getting rid of a lot of their laborers and replacing them with the machines. So much for the company having the best interest of its employees. Alright. Worker outfit. That might come in handy, actually. If I wear the worker outfit, maybe the things in here will see me as a worker and not want to brutally murder my face? I mean, if I'm wrong, then I just change outfits and we're good. But I should be able to... Hi! Nope!
Get ready.
No point in wearing the worker outfit.
Everyone,
I was wrong.
all right?
And before we go that way, let's continue searching. We got this guy here. Whisper Quiet Muzzler. I'll have to join you in a bit, Cobra. I'm in the middle of stuff. Ow. Join. now we're on a time scrunch-ish type thing. So, cartilage, mechanical.
Required for adjacent.
Imagine if they could revive each other. More bit more cartilages. Screw it, I can't do anything right. Canonical Century. And access these repair logs, so at least they're in my inventory of stuff. And borrowed a copy of Young Spencer's Guide. Okay, we already read that earlier on. More bypass stints. Got one of those. Let's run upstairs. I really feel like we're getting to the brain here somewhere. Chester's passcode. Okay. I don't know who Chester is or where his passcode would be. Unless that's it right there. Nope, that's just the key card. I wonder if that gets me into other places though. That guy had his last stand here. I half expect to find an actual person here. Can I? Plant worker, okay. I'm like trying to figure out who it is, but it's like, oh, derp, 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 derp. Alright, let's go up here, go over here. Okay. Toss ball card, Tyson. Oh, okay, cool. No idea what that did for me, but hey. Someone's in here? Higgins? Buddy? Hey? Hey, buddy, I hear ya. Just trying to find ya. It's okay. Come to Uncle. Down in here. I promise I'll shoot second. Ask questions first.
Mind the scene. You're liable to get scalded.
Cannot while in combat. What am I in combat with? Oh. And there we go. No longer in combat.
Everyone all right?
Alright, cool. Oh, cool. Yes, let's use the workbench. Alright. Tinker, repair. Repair that item. 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 Break down the stuff. Nah. Tinker. What was I do? 53, 165. $73. 142. I like that. An assault rifle. Okay, never mind. I ain't got nothing over here for that. Can't bypass that. Let's climb up the ladder here. Don't know what I just did, but screw it. It looked fun. What happens if I go in here?
Well, 13 floor on.
Down they go!
And bam.
I see it now!
Plant workers. I'm so lost on where I'm actually going, because I feel like I've walked in like a giant circle. Space Ridge toothpaste. Where do I go from here? Like, hi. Where does this take me in this world? Alright, here we go. I remember this area being barred earlier. I'll just turn you on as well, which I think I'm doing the right thing by turning these on. I could be completely wrong, but hey, screw it. And open up. No, that's where I shot you at. So a bunch of these guys here. Don't have the passcode. I just want to jump down there. It's okay, buddy. I'm only coming to talk to you and possibly hurt you. It's okay.
Leave me alone.
I'm a friend. Of a friend of a friend. Model space part, I think that's it. I don't know, I wasn't reading. Higgins, where are you, buddy? I just need to have a lovely chat about how you should help me with stuff. I don't know. Yep. Hi, Higgins. As long as you don't attack me, we're good here. Hi, buddy. I'm very real.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from
Calm
me,
down.
Phantom.
I'm not
Shoot,
trying to hurt you.
grab.
Sneak? I wasn't trying to startle you. Most people don't see me coming. I guess my sneak's not high enough.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins?
Good to know.
This is why you must always boil your
You're
sprats
not
before
imagining me.
ingesting.
Slow down and tell me what's going on. You're eating sprats?
Of course. Sprats are an
Oh.
excellent source for my daily recommended intake of mercury. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely
Good.
not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever.
Okay.
My recollection is touched by
And
the
what
days.
exactly do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna critic, Aetherwave personality, chairman of the board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long
Okay, so
way
you're
for
an
someone who started
engineer.
off as a simple engineer right here in this
Have you
plant.
been surviving? Is you an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded,
cool.
did it all from
If
my
you worked
old
on this,
workroom
you
just
must
over in
know
the
a way to
next
stop
section.
them. Was this before or after you became a cis big tycoon? How have you been living down here?
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our
Uh-oh.
plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that,
Okay.
but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly
You
it.
know, just
I see you're
jack
also
of all
versed in the noble
trades.
art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control
thank you.
terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail.
Okay.
If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Actually, hang on. Yep.
Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
Goodbye. Alright, grab your shit. We're gonna go before he decides to stab me with something sharp. Yep, let's just climb. I'm getting out of here. We're gonna just run through that way. Can't open that up yet. Alright, I got that pumping. These are all pumping. Ah, didn't notice that the last time I came through here. This is why it's always good to rerun through stuff. Get those down. More power leading back. Yes, let's take all this, take that, take that, take that, take that, and take that, take that, take that. Alright, what I do need from here is here though. Just gotta remember how to get to it. If I remember right, I just had to run all over here. And it should be in this room. Boom! Modify behavior. Select new target. Define intruders. Return to root. New mode. New target. Select new target. And there we go. Now they turned on each other and they'll start shooting each other. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, cool. I don't know what I did by turning those valve pieces, but hopefully I did something good. Oh, oops. Still no idea if I did something good, but hey. Here we go, we're at E1. Oh, you know what? I probably just powered up the plant or something. So that's E1. There's one over here somewhere. Is it up over here? It was somewhere. A3. Whew, my stomach hurts. You know, I think we're good. I think we got all the right things ticking over here. It just feels right, you know what I mean? It just feels right. I don't need to be over here anymore. Come on. Alright, big choice. The big choice.
Want to do this?
What do I
or keep
do?
going back? Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask
I wouldn't
you.
mind hearing your
Do
opinion.
you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place.
Exactly.
Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson.
And
If
do
he
you
was
feel
standing
that
here,
way?
I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are
That's
still
true,
part of
too.
the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow.
You're
Thanks.
welcome from way down there.
No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Shit. Okay. Whew. Oh, I hope I did the right choice. Thank you.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise.
We'll talk
People I care
later.
for,
Alright.
even if they ain't care much for me.
The deserters like me a little less now, which isn't good. But it isn't bad either. I had a higher reputation with the Spacer's Choice anyways, because I did so many missions for them, because they're the first people you meet, other than the soldiers, so it was only logical, too, that I do that, and that, as they stated, like, if I could bring them together, they'll prosper more. It's not like I left the deserters out to die. The deserters have a choice. They could either die on their own or rejoin the colony. It's not like I gave them life or death situations. I must now convince the deserters to return. And after I convince the deserters to return, and then we're good. We'd be done. Actually. Yeah, you know what? We made our choice. So, in the next episode, we will see the decision of our choice play out for us. I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. I've recorded this section for an hour and 26 minutes. That's on top of the other hour I recorded yesterday that I am mashing into this video. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to click the in-screen annotations. They'll send you to the first episode of this playlist, and they'll send you to another playlist that's recommended for you guys and gals and everybody else that's out there watching. I say you guys a lot. I realize that. I don't know. Self-realization. Toodaloo, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
Keep your wits
I
about
know,
you,
I'm
friend.
trying to think.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Sure.
Quick?
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. Look at that. The snake's come back. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. A human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her. You know where to find me.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Something you need? He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town. I am not without compassion for Abernathy's predicament, but the plague has taken a hard toll on us all. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here, and only saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly? What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. So Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss? I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. Thank you.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit? We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
So you're gonna call her it, not she?
Though my voice is currently pitched to suggest female, I possess no gender. Any pronoun preferred by the user is acceptable.
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing. I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch. Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled? Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? How do linear algebraists settle arguments about matrix transposes? With a duel. Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all. I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative. Traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Make yourself at home, Captain.
smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.